Hello, everyone. Welcome to Game 29 of the 2018 Colorado Rockies Stratomatic Super Advanced Replay. Hi, my name is TribeFan879, and today the Colorado Rockies will travel to Miami to face the Marlins. And today's pitching matchup will feature Chad Bettis from the Rockies and Caleb Smith from the Miami Marlins. And we'll just go ahead and get started with today's festivities. And the first pitch to the center fielder, Charlie Blackmon. And that's a line drive that gets down. It'll get cut off. But Blackmon stops at first, and he is going to be held on because they actually have a good holding system here. Smith's a -4, and Holliday's a -1. So they'll hold him on. And here is Ian Desmond, the first baseman. Nothing there. And that's a line drive down the left field line. Fair ball. Gets into the corner. Blackmon hits second. He's going to third. Dietrich's a +1. No, they will hold up everybody at a base. And the Rockies now have runners on second and third with nobody out for Nolan Arenado. And Caleb Smith's in some early trouble. And there is no balk rating for Caleb Smith, so we will re-roll. And that's a line drive cut by Rojas, and that's the first out of the inning. And here is Trevor Story, the shortstop. Oops. And pass ball rating is nothing for Holiday, so they will re-roll again. So the D20 is almost useless now. Well, actually, not really. Actually, it is useless. That's a long drive. Deep center field. Looking up is Brinson. It's out of here. 3-run home run for Trevor Story. And the Rockies go up 3-0. As Story makes his way around the base pass. And here is David Dahl, the left fielder. That's a ground ball hitting the hole. Starlin Castro gets it, throws it to Real Muto at first base. And that's 2 away here in the top half of the first, with the Rockies leading 3-0. And here's Noah Cuevas, the right fielder, hits a ground ball to shortstop. That's Rojas over to Real Muto, and that retires the side. The Rockies score 3, and after a half inning, it's the Rockies 3 and the Marlins coming to bat. All right, and now for the Miami Marlins, the first baseman, JT Real Muto, of course now with the Philadelphia Phillies. And Real Muto hits one to deep left center field. Going back on it is Dahl. He will watch it go. Home run, JT Real Muto. And the Marlins cut into the deficit, now trailing 3-1. And no, folks, this game is not in Coors Field. So here is Derek Dietrich. And that's a fly ball to right field. Going back on it is Cuevas. He's in front of the warning track and makes the catch. So Chad Bettis not fooling anybody in his first two batters. And here's Starlin Castro. And that's a line drive past the shortstop, base hit. And they will not hold him on. And here is Brian Anderson playing third base today. Okay. And that's high and outside on a 3-2 count, and that's ball 4. And the Marlins have runners on first and second with 1 out. And And here is the right fielder, Cameron Maybin. And that's a line drive base hit. That'll get down. It's cut off by Blackman. Castro hits third. He will score. Anderson second, not stopping there. He goes to third, and he'll be held up. And it is now a 3-2 ball game with runners on the corners for Miguel Rojas. And that's a line drive base hit right up the middle. In to score and tie the game is Anderson. And hitting second, going to third is Maybin. He will stop at third. And the Marlins have tied the game right up. And here's the center fielder, Lewis Brinson, as the Marlins keep the assembly line rolling. Ground ball to the second baseman. That's Pat Valaika. They're not holding anybody on. Sorry, let me roll the 3 dice here. 4 to 10, he'll probably get to it. Oh boy. A 6 and a 4. So let's check the range first. 4 and a 10, he'll get to it. 6 and a 4, he'll get to it. However, he'll get to it in the hole. His only play is the first. And that's the second out of the inning, but Maybin scores from third. And the Marlins take a 4-3 lead. And here's the catcher, Brian Holiday, with a runner on second and 2 outs. That's a ground ball to third. Arenado up with it, throws it to Desmond, and that retires the side. However, the Marlins come back with a 4 spot, and after 1 complete, it's the Marlins 4 and the Rockies 3. All right, here is the second baseman, Pat Valaika, against Caleb Smith. And that's a line drive to the gap. It gets off the wall. Running first and heading to second, and he's in ahead of the throw. And Valaika with a leadoff double. And here's Tony Wolters, the catcher. And that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. And here's Chad Bettis. Runner at second, they'll let him swing away. And Bettis is a right-handed hitter. And that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. So Valaika is still at second, but now it's 2 outs and back to the top of the order. Here's Charlie Blackman. Singleton scored his first time up. And that's a high pop. Right side of the infield. Real Muto calls for it and makes the catch, and that retires the side. The Rockies leave a runner at second, and we go to the bottom of the second with the score, the Marlins 4 and the Rockies 3. And here's Bettis to face Caleb Smith. That's a ground ball to shortstop Story over to Desmond, 1 away. And here is JT Realmuto, homered his first time up. That's a swing and a miss, strike 3. So that's 2 outs, nobody on, and the Marlins leading 4-3. And here is Derek Dietrich. Ground ball to the shortstop. That's Story. Gets it in the hole. There's no 9 on a 14, so he'll get to it. Throws it to first and gets Dietrich on a close play. And the Marlins go down in order, and after 2 complete, it's the Marlins 4 and the Rockies 3. And here's Caleb Smith. He'll face Desmond, Arenado, and Story. Desmond doubled and scored his first time up. Oops, we got rogue dice. Sorry, I gotta find my die. Oh, there it is. Okay. Sorry, ball got loose. It has been found, and we will now continue. And up is Desmond. Ground ball to the shortstop Rojas over to Real Muto, and that's 1 away here in the top of the 3rd. Here is Nolan Arenado. 3-3, and that's a high and outside for ball 4. And Arenado's on with 1 out, and they will not hold him on. And here's Trevor Story. He had a 3-run homer his first time up. Line drive up the middle, base hit. Hitting second, and Arenado goes to third. There will be no throw. And Trevor Story is 2 for 2 on the day. And here's David Dahl. And that's a swing and a miss. A split-fingered fastball, strike 3. And that's 2 away here in the top half of the 3rd. And the Rockies have runners on the corners. And here's Noah Cuevas. Ground ball right back to the box. Caleb Smith gets it. Throws the first. And that retires the side. The Rockies leave 2. And after 2.5, it's the Marlins 4 and the Rockies 3. And here's Starlin Castro. He singled and scored his first time up. Ground ball to the shortstop. That's Story. Throws to first in time to get Castro. So nice play by Story, gets Castro, and that's 1 away here in the bottom of the 3rd. And that brings up Brian Anderson. He has a ground ball to Valaika over to first, and that's 2 away with nobody out here in the bottom of the 3rd, with the Marlins leading 4-3. However, the inning will continue as Cameron Maben swings and hits a ball past the second baseman Valaika into right field. And the Marlins have a 2-out base runner, and they will hold Maben on. As here's Miguel Rojas, the shortstop, singled his first time up. And the pitch is in the dirt. However, it's blocked nicely by Walters, and we'll do it again here at with a 3-2 count. And that's a ground ball to third. Arenado over to Desmond, and that ends the bottom half of the 3rd. We go to the top of the 4th. The Rockies trail 4-3. Here's Caleb Smith facing the bottom 3rd of the order, Valaika, Walters, and Bettis. And Valaika, the mighty cut, swings and misses, strike 3. And here's Tony Walters. And he's patient, and that's ball 4. And the Marlins will bring the infield in. Bettis will now be a D-bunter. This doesn't look good. D and a 9. Foul ball makes it a 1-2 count. And they'll let Bettis try again. Ooh, that's a little bit better. Lays it down. The only play for Anderson is the first and that's a good sacrifice. So they'll call it Anderson to Castro covering. And the Rockies have a runner on second with 2 outs. And here's Charlie Blackmon. Nice job by Bettis getting the bunt down with 2 strikes. And here is Charlie Blackmon. Lefty. And that's a line drive cut by the second baseman, Castro. And that retires the side. We go to the bottom half of the 4th. Rockies trail 4-3. And here's Chad Bettis. He'll face the bottom third of the order as well. Lewis Brinson, Brian Holiday, and Caleb Smith. Ground ball to the shortstop, Story, over to Desmond, 1 away. And here is Brian Holiday. Fly ball left field. Dahl in his tracks makes the play for 2 outs. And the Marlins leading 4-3 with 2 outs. And here's the pitcher, Caleb Smith. Smith is a righty. And that's a base hit past Arenado. So Smith keeps the inning going. And here's JT Realmuto. They won't hold Smith on. And that's a fly ball to left field. Going back on it is Dahl in front of the warning track, makes the play. And that ends the bottom half of the 4th. We go to the top half of the 5th with the score still the Marlins 4 and the Rockies 3. And now this is Caleb Smith. The Marlins will have... let's see here. They will have Steckenrider loosening in the bullpen. And just in case they need him to go. And here is Desmond. 1 for 2 on the day with a double. And that's outside ball 4. Actually, they won't get Steckenrider loosening. They'll get somebody else loosening as we go through the Marlins bullpen. Look at Dylan Peters and look at Dylan Peters loosening in the pen as well. All right, here's. Oops. Hold on. Oh, yeah, sorry. Desmond would have been a walk anyway. Sorry, that must have been on there. All right, here is Nolan Arenado. They're holding Desmond on. Here's the pitch to Arenado. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Arenado is 0 for 2 on the day with a walk. And here is Trevor Story, singled and homered in his 2 times up. Not this time for a base hit. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And here is David Dahl, the left fielder. He is 0 for 2 on the day with a ground out and a strikeout. And he draws the free pass, and that puts runners on first and second. And here is Noah Cuevas. And that's a line drive base hit right up the middle. Rounding third and heading home is Desmond, and they won't get him. And going to third is Dahl and Noah Cuevas with the I won't say clutch base hit, but the base hit up the middle. And the game is now tied at 4. And Smith is tired. They'll let him pitch to one more batter to try to get him out of the inning. Here's Pat Valaika. Oops, foul ball. And without a doubt, that is a swing and a miss, strike 3. So Caleb Smith goes 5, and he will be greeted in the dugout as that'll be it for him. Dylan Peters is going to be coming into the game in the next half inning. But we'll see if he's not joined by a fielder for a double switch. All right, here is Derek Dietrich to face Chad Bettis in the bottom half of the 5th with a tie ball game. Sorry, let me make that a 1. Ground ball to first. Desmond takes it to the bag himself, 1 away. Here is Sterling Castro. Line drive right at Arenado. And that's 2 away here in the bottom of the 5th. And here is Brian Anderson. Fly ball center field. Going back a couple steps is Blackman, and that retires the side. All right. So, actually, we're not going to waste Dylan Peters in this situation, because we'd rather have him go the full inning. We'll have Tayron Guerrero. Actually, no, we'll have Dylan Peters pitch. Have to, because he's the long guy. I'm not going to throw Smith out there again. So Dylan Peters is going to come out and pitch the bottom half of or top half of the 6th, I should say. Okay. So they will let Bettis come out for the 6s. He's due up second in this inning. So here's Tony Wolters against the left-handed Dylan Peters. And that's a line drive caught by the second baseman, Castro, and that's 1 away. And here's Bettis. Ground ball to second baseman, Castro over to Real Muto, 2 away. And here is Charlie Blackman. Ground ball to second baseman, Castro takes it, goes to the first, and he is responsible for all 3 outs in this half inning. And we go to the bottom half of the 6th. The Rockies 4 and the Marlins 4. And here is Cameron Maben leading off the bottom half of the 6th. And that's high, ball 4, and Maben is on for the 3rd time today. They will hold him on. And Brian Shaw is loosening in the bullpen. Here's Miguel Rojas. Ground ball to short. Story to Valaika to Desmond. And call it 2. As an ode to Ron Juckett of Retro Sports Network. And here is Lewis Brinson, with 2 outs and nobody on. And that's a swing and a miss, strike 3. And Bettis says, I'm not done yet. So the Marlins are gone here in the bottom of the 6th. We go to the top of the 7th. Game tied at 4. And Peters will come out for his 2nd inning, and this will be it for him because he is due up second in the next half inning. All right, here is Desmond to face Peters. Fly ball center field. Brinson, easy play, makes it catch for 1 out. Here is Nolan Arenado, 0 for 2 with a walk. High pop up to the shortstop. Under it is Rojas, makes the play, and that's 2 away. And here is Trevor Story, 2 for 3 on the day with a single and a homer. 1 add to it here. Fly ball right field. Maben right there makes the catch. And we go to the bottom half of the 7th. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I never get back first. Root for the Marlins. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out the old ball game. All right. And Bettis will continue to the 7th. And they will have a Holiday, and then a pinch hitter, and then Real Muto. So here's Holiday. Base hit left field, and that'll be it for. Let's see. Well, they're gonna let the Marlins make their move. They will bring in J.B. Shuck, the pinch hit, and the Rockies will respond with Brian Shaw. So 6 innings for Bettis, and they will bring in. Let me make the thing here. So Shuck will pinch hit for Peters, who gave 2 good innings in relief. And then all right, so here's J.B. Shuck with the runner on first. They will not hold Holiday on. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Shuck took a mighty swing, but not to be. Back to the top of the order, here's J.T. Realmuto. Ground ball, third base, Arenado over to Valaika on to first. That's an around-the-horn double play. And so we go to the top half of the 8th. The Rockies 4 and the Marlins 4. And we'll get a new pitcher for the Marlins. They will call on Drew Steckenrider to pitch the 8th. Dylan Peters did a fabulous job going 2 innings, scoreless innings. We will put Steckenrider's name in the books. All right, so Steckenrider will face Dahl, Cuevas, and Valaika. Fly ball, right field, going back on it is Maben to the warning track, makes the catch. And here is Noah Cuevas. Singled home the tying run his last time up. Not this time. Ground ball to Castro. Over to Realmuto. 2 gone here in the top of the 8th. And here's Pat Valaika. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And the Rockies go in order. And Shaw will not be out for the next inning. So he's your classic 1-inning reliever. They will bring in Jake McGee. So they'll go lefty-lefty with Dietrich here. All right, so McGee will now enter the game. He will probably be just a 1-inning reliever because he is due up second here. Yeah, they'll do that. They'll just leave in McGee. Here's Dietrich. Face McGee here in the bottom of the 8th. Steckenrider will be coming out of the game probably. They will have Tayron Guerrero loosening in the pen. And that's a 5-7. And that's ball 4 to Dietrich. And they will not hold Dietrich on. And here's Starlin Castro. Fly ball, shallow center field. Blackman races in and makes the catch. And here is Brian Anderson. Ground ball to third. Arenado gets it. Can he make the quick throw to second to start the double play? Probably will. Yes, he will. Arenado ranges, throws to second for one on the first double play. And that's why he's one of the best in the business, folks. So that ends the bottom half of the eighth. We go to the ninth. Tayron Guerrero is going to come out, and he will face Walters, a pinch hitter, and Blackman. So we go to the ninth. Let's see here. They'll have Wade Davis and Adam Ottavino loosening in the pen. So Guerrero facing Walters. Ground ball to short. Rojas to Real Muto, and that's one away. And we will have the Baby Shark Gerardo Parra pinch hit for McGee. And that's a swing and a miss strike. Oh, actually, hold on. Nope. Ooh, no. Oh, nice diving stop by the second baseman, Castro. And he gets a nice hand from the fans. So he dove for a ball that would have made it into the right field, but no. And here is Charlie Blackman. And that's high ball 4. And he's going to try to get a jump. No. So they will hold him on. And here's Ian Desmond with a runner on with 2 outs. And that's high and outside ball 4. So the Rockies have runners on first and second with 2 outs. And that brings up Nolan Arenado, the guy who the Rockies want at the plate. But not this time. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So the Rockies leave 2. And we go to the bottom of the ninth. And Adam Ottavino will come in to replace Jake McGee. So we go to the bottom of the ninth, and here's Cameron Maben. Fly ball center field. Blackman races in, makes the catch, excuse me. And here's Miguel Rojas. Guerrero will be replaced if they go to the 10th. Fly ball center field. Blackman races in. He won't get it. It drops in, and Rojas is on with a 1-out single. And here is Lewis Brinson. And they will not hold Rojas on. Ground ball to first. Desmond will get to it. Can he hit the pitcher covering? Yes, he will. Let's see here. Wait a minute. They decided to go to second first? Yes, he did. So Desmond actually went to second for 1 and throws to Ottavino covering. Got him. 3-6-1 double play. We thought he was going to go to first, but went to second and completed the double play. And we're going to extras. Let's see here. So we may want to make a double switch here. Let's see here. All right. So Yadiel Rivera we'll make sure that we have all our ducks in a row here. Sorry, we're gonna do a little on the fly here. All right, so Tazawa will come in, but we're gonna have. No, we'll just. Yeah, we're actually gonna do a double switch. So Yadiel Rivera will come into the game. No, he won't. Not to play shortstop. Not with that range. Let's see here. All right, so here's what they're going to do. No, I'm not going to do that either. Okay, they will do that. I'll just leave it as is. So, all right, they will leave it as is. So, Tazawa will face Dahl, Cuevas, or Story Dahl and Cuevas. I'm trying not to run out of pitchers here. So we go to the 10th. Here's Janucci Tazawa. That's a foul ball. And Tazawa with his first pitch, Story, long drive, deep left center, kiss it goodbye. So Trevor Story with the repeat of what happened in the first inning takes Tazawa deep. And Wade Davis is loosening in the pen. And here's David Dahl. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And here's Noel Cuevas. Ground ball to second. Castro over to first, and that's 2 down here in the 10th. And here is Pat Valaika. That's ball 4. And Tazawa is almost weak, but they'll leave him in. And here's Tony Walters. Roll for the wild pitch. Sorry, nothing. Ground ball right back to the box. Tazawa over to first. And that retires the side. But the leadoff home run by Story gives the Rockies a 1-run lead here in the top of the 10th. And they will go to Wade Davis. He will face Holiday. And then Justin Bohr is already getting a bat. He will bat for the pitcher and Real Muto. So this is not going to be easy for Wade Davis. Excuse me. Ground ball to second. Valaika over to Desmond, one away. And here's Justin Bohr. Line drive caught by Valaika. That's 2 outs here in the top of the 10th. And here is JT Realmuto. And the game's not over yet. That's ball 4. And here's Derek Dietrich with the as the game-winning run. Oops, that was a 3. That's a fly ball to left field. Coming in on his stall, makes the catch, and that's the ball game. The Rockies win 5-4. Wow, what a game. So Noah Cuevas with a tying base hit in the 5th inning. And then Trevor Story with the second home run of the game, makes the game 5-4. Davis walked Real Muto with 2 outs, but it didn't matter. He gets the save. Adam Ottavino gets the win as he pitched the 9th inning. Yeah, he gets the win. And Junichi Tazawa gets the loss. All right, everyone, this may be a 2-part video, so this will probably be for part 2. If not, thank you for watching. It was a heck of a ball game. If this is your first time watching, thank you. Please hit like and subscribe. And for all of you gamers out there, whatever games you are playing, may your games be lively and your games be good. Have a good day, everybody.